What is up, everybody? I mean, what's up? I'm Serge.
Oh, God.
Today we're doing Shikamaru Nara. Sub versus dub. Yeah. Say hi, Couch.
Hi.
Hi, who are you?
Who are you?
Frickin' Ride. What are your names?
Horrible.
My name's Cha. My name's Chris.
My name is Nara.
It's Mickey Maru.
It's Ranahatake.
Shikamaru story. When I joined the couch, I was very excited to watch Naruto with you guys, and someone said, Chris is Shikamaru. And this was the only thing Shikamaru would be. It was like, what a drag. And I was like, damn, why would they call me this guy? I hate that. And then later on, I was like, he's the best!
He's the best!
Can't confirm. I've seen Chris smoke a cigarette and light someone on fire in 20 feet underground.
I know where the heads are buried.
Damn, that got real very quick. Okay, cool.
Guys, this is Sub versus Dub, where we take one of your favorite anime characters and we analyze how they sound in the English dub versus the Japanese sub. Anyway, this is Shikamaru Nara. We are not the authority of the internet. We are going to be discussing dialogue, energy, emotion, and personality. We are not the authority of the internet. Don't go to the comments immediately. Actually watch the video, you fucks, okay? The sub has won a majority, overwhelming amount of time.
Yes.
And yet, there's still going to be 35 people saying, they're just predisposed to the dub. Why
I got bad news for you. We are the authority of the internet. Whatever we say here, we're putting this shit to bed.
Exactly.
We're officially about to decide once and for all which is better, sub or dub. And if your favorite one doesn't win, it's because you personally suck.
Oh, you heard it here first. We're the authority, guys. And if you don't like it, then you can, you're allowed to not like it.
Yeah, you can leave a comment.
Yeah,
totally
it's your opinion.
All right, well, let's begin, guys. The sub voice actor, we're going to sub first. Sub voice actor for Shikamaru is Shotaro Morikubo. Here's the guy right here. Look at him.
Look at him with his highlights.
He looks like he's in a very cool band.
Well,
You like that chain?
that's funny that you say that.
Funny you say that because, Nelvi did the research on this.
Yeah.
Because Shotaro Morikubo founded a theater troupe, Onigiri Skippers, with his seniors from the lab party he attended in elementary school.
Nice.
Tracks. Absolutely tracks.
In 1998, he and voice actor Hideo Ishiwaka, Itachi, started a music unit called Anzu, and in 1999 they formed a band called Anz All Stars. In August of the same year, he formed the band Mosquito Milk.
Hey, I know a motherfucker that looked like he in a band when he looked like he in a band. I'm sorry,
he's in
he
a
looked
band.
like he in a band.
Yeah, it was funny when you said that. I was like, he has multiple bands. Multiple.
He's got the look down.
That's only a little bit of it.
How's the band name Mosquito Milk?
I love it because I hate it. And that means it's gonna stick with me.
It sounds like something, what's that guy from Parks and Rec will create? Andy.
Andy, yeah.
it's
Just
Andy's
milking
band.
mosquitoes and it's just blood.
Shotaro Morikubo versus Thomas Wayne Gibbous. Look at
Thomas Wayne?
He's a good guy. Mr. Gibbous, Thomas Wayne, who's also Batman's father.
Yeah.
He was born in West St. Paul, Minnesota.
Let's go Midwest.
That's all I found on him.
Minnesota?
He's very
Oh,
white.
yeah.
What if Shikamaru talked like this?
And he say, oh yeah, don't you know?
Don't
you
you
know?
know? Don't you
Don't
know? I
you
got
know?
This is a drag, don't you know? Notable roles: Toyman and Jonathan Kent in Justice League of America.
Nice. Oh, hold on. He's got Batman's dad's name and he also played Superman's dad.
Wow, that must have been on purpose. Right?
So one thing, Thomas Wayne Gibbs, he solely does Shikamaru. Like he does Shikamaru in video games, Shikamaru in movies, Shikamaru in everywhere he shows up. So that's his main
Peter
role.
Parker, bro.
Oh yeah,
He gets
I think a
job
lot of
offer.
like those anime people, like Yuri and all them, they do the voices for all the video games
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
and all
everything.
Those spin-offs,
Yeah. That's his life.
He's like, what's the job offer? Not Shikamaru? No.
No.
There's your people. Who wins? Just kidding. Let's watch the
Thomas.
I was so confused, like what?
first scene is a very popular scene. You might know it was actually anime only added, but it was a very well done
Oh,
addition
really?
to the anime.
Is it the one where he's playing chess with his dad?
It could be. Let's find out.
Oh.
The Akatsuki. They're strong.
Yeah.
If someone like Asuma couldn't handle them, what shot do you think you'd have? You know what you're doing?
Look, you play your way and I'll play mine.
No, son. I'm not talking about shogi. You've done well for yourself. I'm very proud to be your father. But now, Asuma is dead.
Just what are you getting at here?
Only the truth.
Will you shut your mouth? All this talking is making me sick. Say what you want. I'm still nothing but a useless coward.
You're wrong.
What do you want from me?
Let it out, boy. All of the anger, the sadness, and the fear, you've got to let it go. It all starts from there, son. Remember, I'll be here for you.
It makes me cry every time.
You were saying you're crying. I was like, why would
Yeah.
you be crying?
He won't
so
be there
sad.
for him. He dies.
Oh my god.
それじゃ勝てんぞ。
うるせえよ。
暁か。奴ら、強いか。
ああ、
で、どうするんだ。アスマほどの男が叶わないなら、お前など歯が立たんか。それでいいのか。
人の打ち筋にケチつけんね。
違う。お前はどうしたいんだ。みすみすしに行くほどバカじゃないか。お前はよくやってるよ。親としても鼻が高いぞ。だが、アスマは死んだ。
何が言いたいんだよ。
本心だ。
気色悪いんだよ。あんたがそんなベラベラ喋んの。どうせ俺は役立たずの臆病者だよ。
いや、
じゃあ何なんだよ。
さらけ出しまい。悲しみも恐れも憤りもそれからだ。骨拾ってやるぞ。
So for me, I'm gonna go and say it's sub already, just because of the dialogue and the delivery, especially in the end. His anger, you feel the anger over Asuma's death. You feel the crying in the morning in his voice. You just feel it all in that one moment, and that's what really like got me for me, and where it feels matters most. At least I know the grunting and I know like leading up moments and the build up. That one moment, the yelling, you can see the frustrations, the anger, and the sadness all at once, almost
Yeah.
in the sub for me. Sub. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a difficult scene because I almost didn't include it, but our Discord family really wanted this to be included.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's an important scene, but
Yeah.
like, when you're comparing sub versus dub with not being that much dialogue, you're kind of like, I will just say I'm biased toward dub because that's how I know Shikamaru. And in this one particular, I felt more sadness when he was crying in the dub. Doesn't mean that wasn't in the sub. I think it was there. Just, I don't know. I think there was more passion in the
More passion.
I think-
More energy.
For me, I'm gonna go. We're gonna do old dub titles. I think I was getting big teenager energy. I think when he's like his dad's talking to him, he's
like,
like,
shut up.
yeah, he's kind of got teenager with a lot of emotion. Like the voice acting is giving me teenager with a lot of pent up emotions.
In dub?
In dub, and then when he like flows and lets it cry, I think it's just that when it comes to maybe I don't know what Japanese teenagers sound like, but like I can hear like Shikamaru's voice actor is sounding like a teenager to me, and I think that's kind of selling it. That he's got this responsibility and he's sad and he's upset. And it's like a lot.
You're saying Japanese doesn't?
No, I think Japanese maybe it does, but like I guess what I'm saying is that like I think this is context. Like I don't know what a Japanese teenager sounds
Yeah,
like, so
'cause I
he
think
sounds more like a man to me.
The same was said for Sakura and Sasuke too. That
Yeah, that they sound
too adult to be.
Yeah, sound too adult. And in this situation, it's really a father talking to a teenage son who's about to take on all of this like shit. And like I hear that more in English than I do in Japanese.
I'll agree. Like I felt the emotions a little better in dub, but that could just be the first scene bias. But
Yeah.
I felt it in dub more.
Yeah. The other thing with this, I did like the dialogue in sub better because when his dad is talking, he's just like, shut up. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, and there was something else once he throws the board, he was like, stop, you're talking too much. Like, why are you talking like this? Well, in dub, he says something different. So I did like the dialogue in the sub better.
Yeah,
but
he said, "I'll pick up the pieces."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought
Whereas
way more
in
poetic.
Dub, he said,
pick up
"I'll,
you.
I'll be
I'll
here
here
for you.
you."
Yeah. And
Which to pick up the pieces is better because they're playing shogi.
Yeah.
It just fits with the scene a lot.
It fits with the scene, but also like it's poetic because it's got double meaning. And like, I'll be here for you. Like, he's like, I'll pick up the pieces. Like, I'll pick up your pieces, as in the game, but also like emotionally.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I like that. That's like light years better. But unfortunately, that wasn't even Shikamaru saying it. So like, the dialogue in dub is S tier.
yeah. And the
Second
audio,
argument.
oh my God, once he like tells him let it out, the cricket stops, like the whole, and just, the crickets are so loud.
What about the crying in general? Who do you think?
I want English on the crying, personally.
Yeah, I think the English.
It's hard to cry. It's really hard to cry
It
as
is.
you're voicing a kid
Yeah.
crying.
I kind of felt it a little bit more in dub, but again, that could be the bias of like showing it first, and we've already felt that emotion. So the second time we watch the same scene, it's not as strong, but it could have been if it was flipped. So I don't know. I think I kind of felt it more in dub.
Well, I actually think less than the bias. I think the crying, he kind of, I don't know. In English, Thomas is giving me some like, it kind of sounds sloppy. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, this kid's about to fucking break down, and like close the door and leaves. Whereas in Shotaro is giving me more like
Composed.
It's a little more composed. It's like I'm crying, but like I'm still in control.
I'm not broken.
But
I'm not
Yeah.
breaking. I'm not having a breakdown. The other
Yeah.
one sounds like I'm about to have a fucking
Like,
breakdown.
you may
that's
pick up
awesome as
pieces, but
that.
there are no pieces.
I felt Thomas like fighting it a little bit more though, like he doesn't want to do it. Like he's like, I think Shotaro is like, okay, I'm ready to have this moment, but like Thomas was like, fuck, no, tears.
Yeah. Which works well with
Oh, I
that
think the
dialogue.
deers. I was like,
That
shut
could
you.
work too.
That could work too.
So it looks like dub edges out on this one, right?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
four of you guys are
Dub.
saying
No, I said-
Brenna said sub.
I said dub.
We'll move on to the next scene.
So this scene is after Jiraiya's death, and so they just met Asuma's girlfriend, and so she's pregnant.
Kurenai fine though.
Kurenai
fine.
Kurenai pregnant, and Shikamaru is just giving a speech to Naruto to that you're fine. Like my sensei also passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like where he can relate to.
Yeah.
He's the one person that can
So it's an
relate.
encouraging speech.
しかもる、アスマ先生に頼まれたって。
あの子は俺の弟子になるアスマから託された子だ。ジライア様のことは聞いた。俺も死をなくしてっからお前の気持ちがわからないでもないけどよ。うじうじしてても始まんねえだろ。とっくにそんな立場じゃなくなってんだよ。俺は死からいろいろなもんを託された。重要なことからくだらないことまでいろいろだ。お前だってそうだろう。数限りなくよ。そろそろなんじゃねえか。俺たちも託される側から託す側にならねえとよ。めんどくせえけどそうも言ってらんねえだろ。お前もいずれラーメンおごる側になるし、ナルト先生とか呼ばれんだからよ。俺たちだっていつまでもガキのままじゃいられねえ。アスマやジライア様みてえなあんなかっけえ忍びになりてえならよ。
サンキュー、シカマル。
もっとしっかりしろよ。お前にはやることがあんだからよ。
Kurenai fine.
So good. It was just her ass.
He said that's enough.
Shikamaru, what did Asuma Sensei ask you to do?
Their child will be my student.
Huh?
I'm being serious. He entrusted me with that. I heard about Master Jiraiya. Having lost my teacher just like you, I understand exactly what you're going through right now. But whining and sulking won't make things better. Face it, both of us are way past that point in our lives.
What do you mean?
Asuma Sensei imparted a lot of knowledge to me. Some lessons were important, some not so much. It didn't matter. The same for you, right? An infinite number of priceless things. So I think it's time for us to step up, to stop being students and become teachers. It's gonna be a drag, but we can't keep complaining. Eventually, you'll be the one paying for the ramen, and someone will be calling you Naruto Sensei. After all, we can't stay brats forever. Not if we want to become cool shinobi. Like the type of shinobi that Asuma and Jiraiya both were.
Shikamaru, thank you.
So pull yourself together, cause you've got some work to do.
All right.
It means this nigga 6 people.
It's the greatest name ever.
Oh man, this was a good scene.
I can't unhear the dub voice.
I know, for me,
it's too iconic.
Yeah, this definitely won the dub one because in the sub he just really I know you guys said he sounded adult in the last previous scene we just saw. In this scene, he sounded super adult to me because there was more dialogue and you can actually like hear him out. Yeah, it just sounds like it's not fitting right now, and that might be me because like again, like we were saying, it's just, it doesn't feel like it's Shikamaru.
I won't go the adult route. I'm giving it to dub, and this is why. Dub Shikamaru sounds cooler.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not like I'm like, he sounds cool. He's bro, you can't even worry about this shit. Like, like his cadence, his tone, he's coming across as like, I used to be the slacker, now I got all this shit on my shoulders, but it's like, whatever, man. When I feel like in sub, in Japanese, Sotaro's giving him more of a like, straight lace, straight edge, like very like poignant, straight kind of to the point type of vibe is what I get from, like very by the book. Where Shikamaru's this kid who, you know, fucking he's a little slacker. Tuning exams, he's like, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm also not sure if in the sub he says what a drag.
He says, but it's something different, so it could translate into it's a pain.
But he didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
So he still reiterated his catchphrase.
Yeah, it's like
Mateo,
Mante, something. I looked it up. I was like, because I wanted to do what a drag compilation, but there is
the bias is hard in this one because we've heard what a drag so much that when he says it here, it's like, oh, you grew up, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard. In the sub, he could have said it's a pain or whatever is equal to drag and reiterated it, but we haven't seen it all.
I am biased toward dub just because like I love his voice acting. I love what Thomas Wayne's voice acting as Shikamaru. That doesn't mean I have anything against with Shotaro. It's just the way Shikamaru sounds in English. It's so freaking cool. Yeah, there are some dialogues in the sub that were better, or in dub. In dub, he says like, "Oh, they left infinite, priceless teachings to us," and I think in dub he was like, "Oh, some might be really good, some might be petty, something like that." But there are dialogue differences. I don't know.
I mean, I think the cool factor is 100% legit. It's there. If you guys have played Cyberpunk, you got a whole entire skill tree that's just called cool, because like you kind of need that. And I think Shikamaru's supposed to be cool. He doesn't sound super cool to me in Japanese.
It's not as gravelly.
Yeah, no, like he's just like, he feels nonchalant. Shikamaru feels like, it feels like he's so smart that like every break is a coffee break. He's just like, oh, it's chill. Like, you know, he's like, hey man, we need to have this talk. Well, it's cool though. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
hand gestures.
I just don't know. I just feel like this is his voice. It just sounds way too. He's not like a pappy with the grandson or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Dub. Sadly for this one. Yeah.
Why
been dub?
I don't know. Trying to be unbiased, but I think we have tried to be unbiased. It's just
I feel like this one's
I feel
dubbed
like,
by like a good
It's
stretch.
dubbed by like a million miles.
And to be how it is.
But because he sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's the
Shikamaru is
delivery.
cool.
It's a delivery too. You know what I mean?
Like
We'll move on to the next scene.
This is a Naruto scene. This is from Sasuke retrieval arc, when they put the team together and they're going after, and then there are Orochimaru's people coming after them. The Sound 4 are coming after them. So it's him, Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi's dog.
You guys just don't get it. Let me explain. An ambush is a key battle tactic and can be very beneficial. But for it to work, you have to meet two conditions. Number one, the ninja on the run must be completely quiet and must find the enemy first. Number two, they have to be able to catch the pursuers off guard at a location where they can do a lot of damage quickly and then conceal themselves again just as quickly. And it's only under those two conditions that an ambush can truly be effective. The first condition won't be so hard since the ninja hound's nose can find our enemy. And the second one also seems to be in our favor since we know the geography of our village like we know the backs of our hands. However, Orochimaru is a former leaf ninja. So on the second condition, we're out of luck. Our pursuers have studied the layout of this village, and I have to assume that they've been put through simulated practices for this mission. And on top of that, they're probably masters of the pursuit jutsu.
So they know all the cards we're holding?
Well, I don't really know. I suppose that an ambush could give us an advantage, but so many things are uncertain. Besides, our enemy is a special unit that was specifically put together just for this operation. And what are the four of us? A fool, a kunoichi with no particular talent, a mutt, and me, the shirker who doesn't even want to be here. Tactics are about clearly grasping a tough situation and formulating the best plan. And right now, only one plan makes sense. A diversion that only looks like it's an ambush. So one of us is gonna stay behind and slow them down. If one of us can delay them, they shouldn't be able to find the rest of us. We'll be able to escape. Of course, the one who acts as a decoy will probably die. So, who's going to do it? We need the dog to follow Sasuke, so that means...
All right, I guess that I'm gonna have
I'm the only one who can do it.
Shikamaru!
It's better than all of us being wiped out, right? Besides, I'm the only one of us who's got a chance of pulling off this decoy act. And of surviving this attack. I mean, after all, Shadow Possession Jutsu was invented as a delay tactic. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. Go on, get going.
He's so cool.
He's so fucking cool.
You're
bro.
so cool.
分かっちゃねえなおめえら。確かに待ち伏せは無茶有利な基本戦術だが2つの必要条件がある。その1、逃げ手は決して音を立てずに行動し先に敵を発見する。その2、追っ手の不意を狙うことができ確実なダメージを与えられるポイントとポジションを獲得し素早く潜伏する。この両方が確実になされて初めて待ち伏せは有効になる。まあその1の方は人間の鼻がありゃさほど難しくはねえ。自分たちの里である俺たちの方が一見地理をよく知っていて有利なようだが、オロチマルはこの葉にいたことがあるんだ。奴の部下じゃその手は効かない。追っ手はこの里の地形を教え込まれこの戦いのために模擬練習を重ねてきたはずだ。おまけに当然追跡術をマスターした忍者ばかりだろうからな。
手の内は知られてるってわけね。
まあそれでも待ち伏せが有利なのには変わりはねえが不確定要素が多すぎる。大体敵さんはこの作戦のために編成された特別部隊。ところがこっちはバカに大した取り柄のないくの位置に犬一匹。逃げ腰ナンバーワンの俺だぜ。戦略ってのはな、そこにある状況を確実につかみ最善策を練ることだ。でだ、今の俺たちにできるとすりゃただ一つ。待ち伏せに見せかけた陽動だ。一人が残り待ち伏せに見せかけて足止めをする。足止めをかけられりゃ残りの3人の位置はつかめなくなる。ただそうすりゃ追跡は負けるが多分おとりになったやつは死ぬ。で、誰がやる？犬さんはサスケを追うのに必要だとすると。
分かったってばよ、俺が。
俺しかないか。
なんでおめえが
全滅するよりマシだろ。おとり役を十分にこなせてかつ生き残る可能性があるやつと言ったらこん中じゃ俺だけだ。影真似の術はもともと足止めのための術だからよ。ま、後で追いつくからよ。とっとと行け。
Bro, he's so cool.
He's so cool.
I mean, there's a lot of differences in the dialogue.
There's a lot of differences.
There's a lot of differences, but at the end of the day,
Dub.
I kind of like the sub in this one.
Okay.
The reason why it's, I think the few dialogue changes, like bait. He said like, yeah, the person who's gonna stay behind is a bait. I don't know. I think the voice just it fit, the personality fit better for that scene.
Yeah.
For Shotaro than Thomas.
But it just feels, again, the voice is just too mature for the character.
Yeah.
It's just because you hear Naruto.
They're supposed to be teeny tiny chibis.
You
in this
hear,
one. This
it's
is-
like in the sub, you hear Naruto's like how he sounds like it should be. Even dub or sub, Naruto sounds like it should be.
Yeah.
But then in the dub, Shikamaru matches that energy, but in the sub, it doesn't.
Yeah, I understand, but I think in this scene specifically, it's when Shikamaru is actually coming out of his child self and actually stepping up, and he's like gonna do something. Like he's the one who has a cold feet. Oh, he says like, oh, I'm the one who has a cold feet.
I actually like Shirker better than Cold
Shirker.
Yeah, I was thinking about that line. I don't. I think Shirker is interesting because I've never heard it before. This is the only place and only time.
Only time he says
And I think, but I think it fits better than the one with cold feet because that also sounds weird. They both sound weird, so now I'm picking which one sounds a little less weird. Is it Shirker or cold feet?
Keep in mind,
Shirker
again,
is more...
subtitles is not exactly what they're saying.
Yeah.
Probably that was probably translated to fit better for us.
Yeah, I think the episode title is something Shirker, so I think that's why they specifically used that word. I just feel like him, like after when he's done, like afterwards, when Sakura's leaving, it was like, oh, when did Shikamaru grew up or something like that she says. So it's like, yeah, he is stepping up, he's staying behind, and he's actually like, it's my time.
I think this was the first time we thought Shikamaru was cool. Well, he was cool in the Chunin exams when he fought against Tamari or whoever that was.
All the calculating and shit.
Yeah, so but like this is again like maybe the second time we saw him do something like really cool.
I'm sorry.
Dub titles.
I'm still on dub
titles.
I'm really trying here.
He sounded a little. Shotaro sounded a little cooler here.
He did. He did.
No, I do think he nailed the cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I do for this one think he nailed the cool, but it's the age thing again. It's like with
it's the pitch, the cadence.
Yeah, I just it feels like he's not trying to sound like a child, which probably wasn't directed to try to sound like a child.
Yeah.
So we
So
are
this last scene
I
is.
think we know what it is. Just on the
he
thumbnail,
takes
right?
revenge. That's all you need to know.
何つけてんだよ。
火の意志だ。俺たち里を守ろうという強い意志だ。さよなら、先生。
てめえには必ず邪神様の罰が当たる。
そんなもん怖かねえんだよ。俺とお前じゃ信じてるもんが違う。俺が信じてるのは火の意志だ。だがてめえの神はそのくだらねえ邪神様でも何でもねえ。今はこの俺だ。俺が裁きを下す。てめえ。
Hey, what were you just doing with that?
It's the will of fire. The will to protect our village. Farewell, Sensei.
Justin will have his vengeance! He'll punish you for this! Just you wait!
You and your god don't frighten me. You see, you and I believe in different things. You want to know what I believe in? The will of fire. Right now, the god you should be worried about isn't your stupid Joshin or anyone else. It's me. Because I'm the one who's about to pass judgment.
You fool!
Man, okay, I was literally about to pick sub because the first half was so good.
Yeah.
And but then and the dub, the second half picks up hardcore.
I like that dialogue.
Hardcore.
That dialogue, the way he says like you should, the person you should be worried
I was
about
literally
is
about to
me.
pick
Sub
sub.
started better.
Sub started better, but dub ended
did.
so much better.
It's the shot when you got the look up shot and he's standing there like that first lady. He's like, "Oh fuck, he looks serious," and he's like, "That shit don't scare me." And it's like, "Oh, that's so cool."
The whole god thing was insinuated heavily in the sub.
Yeah.
But in the dub, he like straight up says it.
Like
I'm your
the
god
dub
now,
in the
buddy.
beginning, like it sounded like kind of like weak, not like emo, like cool boy. Like, but then he really picked up the emotion. Like, yeah, god damn it, I was gonna pick sub.
I think they both deliver really good on the farewell sensei part too.
Farewell Sensei.
Nah, dub didn't do it.
Sensei.
No, sub did the farewell sensei way better than dub.
Yeah,
Way better.
I will say Joshin and dub is great.
Oh yeah, way better. When Josh starts speaking
when
dub, I was like,
I was
ew.
listening to Josh, he was like, "Oh, we should have done villains. We are gonna do villains."
Sorry. Like it's dub on this one. He ended strong. He picked it up. It was just like badass in the end. Like that's the essence of Shikamaru right there.
Yeah. And I was gonna pick that scene before he lights up the smoke, but it's just Asuma talking, and so it's like, okay, I'll just skip to that one.
Well, then saying in the manga, he throws the cigarette, not a lighter down.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Well, guys,
dub.
Oh, I didn't say it yet. Dub.
Mickey
Dub title.
Mickey dubs.
I feel like this one's kind of.
God.
Wasn't surprising really though. I'm curious to hear what the general consensus is. I'm pretty sure dub probably etches it out. It's like Irwin from Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I think it does start really well with sub, but I think the dialogue change for dub is just so much more impactful than it is for sub.
I think every now and again a voice fits a character so well that they kind of can't be separated. And while I'm not saying that Shotaro is a bad voice actor by any means, I just think that Thomas Wayne actually like kind of matches Shikamaru like perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
So you're saying you're not a fan of mosquito milk?
No.
I hate mosquito milk.
Mosquito milk absolutely slaps. Thomas Wayne's not in the fucking
Thomas Wayne
If you're asking who's the cooler of the two people, if you're asking who's cool in real life, no offense, Thomas Wayne.
It's Shotaro.
It's Shotaro. Look at him. It's fucking slapped.
Don't make a monkey out of me.
Make a monkey out. Make a monkey out. Don't make a monkey out of me.
How to give it to Shotaro? Like he lost the match, but he won our hearts.
Shotaro is. Listen,
it's so cool.
Shotaro is cool, like fucking Shikamaru. It's like it. If you knowing all the things about him, it makes a lot of sense to kind of cast him as Shikamaru.
Yeah,
he's fucking cool as shit.
Shikamaru, 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 farewell.
Bye, senseis.
Bye.